Now it's recording. Oh,
Can you hear me? We probably, oh yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, great. Okay, originally, let me just say one thing. I really want to thank the We Are Change San Antonio tremendously, because when we first started this, and also some other people I'm going to mention in a minute, because when this thing first started, we had a little bitty room over here across the hall, and I had a little bitty video camera, and I was going to do this myself, and I had some little Radio Shack stuff, and just look what it turned into. So I'm really happy about that. I'm glad y'all can come out. Okay, the title of this, I guess you can read that, the Twin Tower Structural System, and Architect's Justification for Signing the Architects and Engineers for 911Truth petition calling for a real investigation, demolition of the 3 skyscrapers at the World Trade Center. I remember when I first told people what I was going to talk about, even in this group, they said, wow, that language is a little strong, isn't it, Ron? I don't think Richard Gage is going to go for that. But I had to tell them and inform them that wasn't my language, or that was Richard Gage's language. So, wouldn't you know it? Let me see here. He had it upside down. There we go. Okay. Also, the subtitle, the case for the tower's inherent capacity to, quote, inherent capacity to resist unforeseen calamities by the use of several structural systems to isolate and contain localized damage. This is quoted, at least the parts in quotations, is quoted language from Engineering News Record, April 2nd, 1964. So when this building was being, right before it was even built, this is what they were saying about the engineering. It was designed for unforeseen calamities. And the architects have also said multiple impacts of 707 jet, which is comparable to the 7067. I also want to make several clarifications that people have said about this event. And there's so much going on, there's so much being said that was, and we hated to try to correct it at every instance this went on. It would be very difficult to do that. So here's the correction. The Architects and Engineers for 911Truth International Press Conferences announcing about the 1,000 architects and engineers signing a petition for a real investigation of the demolition of the skyscrapers at the World Trade Center was actually held on February 19th. And that was when it was really held in San Francisco and across the world. And Austin was mentioned, but we really didn't hold a real press conference. We did deliver the petition. I think some people from We Are Change Austin delivered a petition to the Capitol and somebody's office. I think, can't remember the guy's name, the representative. But anyway, and I thought, well, that's really not a press conference. And, you know, Texas ought to do something bigger than that. We have 43 architects and engineers from the state of Texas who have signed the petition. And I thought, you know, Texas is a big state. We ought to really have a real press conference. So the group of people helped me out with this, and we put this together today. By the way, Richard Gage is watching this today, and he's in constant contact with us on this event. Number 2 is none of the speakers today are office holders or stockholders of Architects and Engineers for 911Truth. 911Truth is a corporation, and it does have a board of directors. And Richard Gage is the Chief Executive Officer and President of the group. None of the speakers today are authorized to speak on behalf of Architects and Engineers for 911Truth. The speakers today are merely signers of the petition started by Architects and Engineers for 911Truth. Okay, I need to thank We Are Change San Antonio for